Hi everyone, and thanks again for watching. I'm Simon Keeling. It's Thursday the 9th of August, and thanks for coming back to weatherweb.net. As always, the sites get free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen, so if you see an advert that you like, it's that's generating the revenue, which means that we keep the site free of charge. So by you coming back, using the chart, viewing the videos, that's what generates the revenue that keeps the site free of charge. So thanks for doing that. Don't at Weather School or go onto Facebook, do a search for Weather School, and we do frequent forecast updates and little musings on there as well. Now the fine weather has finally set in across the British Isles, not quite everywhere yet, but as you can see from the cloud cover forecast over the coming hours, you'll notice how the cloud gradually fades away. The time is up here, by the way, in the top right hand corner. You notice clear spells developing, and how through to see even more clear skies. So I think for many of us it is going to be a fine period. We've got some high pressure building in, and that means that we're in some sunny and warm conditions as we head into Friday and into the weekend, probably lasting until Sunday. Will be more thundery conditions. Okay, let's take a look at how things develop over the coming few days. And at the moment we've got high pressure that's in control. Now it's this area of high pressure that's been building through the country during the last few days, and it looks as if it's going to be there for a wee while yet. The area of high pressure has been centred across more central parts of the country, and it looks as if as that develops it is bringing some good of sunshine with it. So there's the high itself, finally got it on there for you. There's the high as it positioned this now. Notice how as we progress, the time by the way is up here in the top right hand. You'll notice how the high really was lit during the course of today. Set basically across the country, which means that we've got descent air across all parts of the country, bringing plenty of warm sunshine. And where you have got cloud, I think that cloud will be breaking ever more as we go through today. Overnight tonight looks like staying dry, the high pressure still in position, and through Friday as well it looks like it is going to be staying dry with the high pressure still there. I think the southeasterly breeze picking up, but not quite as quickly as I thought it would do. I think we're going into southeasterlies through Friday, probably around a force 3 to force 4, may get up to a force 5 or even force 6 for the Western Channel, southwestern parts of England and the far south of Ireland. But generally for most of us, fairly light winds, lots of sunshine, and sea breezes just developing into the afternoon, particularly I think along these eastern coasts. Could just bring in an odd bit of low cloud, I suppose, and there is a very low chance of an isolated shower forming over the northern Pennines and the Welsh Mountains, but really for the vast majority of us it is going to be staying dry right the way through Friday and warm too, temperatures up to 27 degrees. Now, you'll have noticed out here on the far right of the map, we've got an area of low pressure that's been edging its way inwards ever towards the British Isles. And you'll notice this process taking place through Saturday too. So, here is the low. So we've got by Saturday morning, by mid-down Saturday, we find these showers just edging into southwestern parts of Ireland. The high pressure is still off towards the east, but the isobars close together. That means that it's going to be breezier. I think we're going to be looking at breezes probably southeasterly, around about a force 4 to force 5 for much of the country. Some 6s along these coasts of the Channel and through the Irish Sea too, but it will be feeling very warm, particularly I think for these western coasts. We could get 28 degrees on Saturday. Through Saturday afternoon, well, we'll find the showers just edging their way in ever further eastwards. But really, I don't think it's going to be the evening before they arrive in southwestern parts of England, western parts of Wales and the east of Ireland. One or two thundery downpours could be tied in with that cooler weather as it moves across. And then by Sunday morning, well, the showers are gradually edging eastwards. Look, we could find some pretty hefty bursts across southwest England, across Wales, possibly into Northern Ireland as well by Sunday morning. And these will be edging their way ever slowly eastwards through the course of Sunday, I think making it into Northern England and East Anglia probably by the end of the day on Sunday. Elsewhere, I think we're going to be finding sunny spells, cooler conditions following in behind, one or two showers affecting western coast, but generally it looks as if this area of cooler air that's coming in isn't really very coherent, so it doesn't look like it has too many torrential downpours on it. And I think for many it might just be a case of some scattered thundery showers breaking out, perhaps bringing 2 or 3 millimetres of rain. Locally it could be up to 10 millimetres, but generally I think as this feature moves through during Sunday, really it's not amounting to a great deal. Really the main effect of it is to introduce the cooler weather behind. I think for northern and eastern Scotland it does tend to stay fair as we head in towards Monday. And then through Monday itself, well, a mix of sunny spells and showers. I think more persistent rain possibly through central and eastern Scotland, just the remnants of that front. Elsewhere it's cooler. I think the showers will be well scattered and many inland areas probably are going to be staying dry. Overnight into Tuesday we're largely dry apart from some showery rain left across northern parts of Scotland. But here's another system look that's developing down towards the southwest. Now through Tuesday that little low is going to try and track its way northwards. For many areas it should be dry on Tuesday, perhaps some showers across northern parts of Scotland, but we will find this rain moving into southern Ireland and southwest England into Tuesday afternoon. Now that area of rain then spreads into southern parts of England and Wales through the course of the night on Tuesday into Wednesday. This could bring some heavy periods of rain within these areas. Into Wednesday it looks as if that rain clears eastwards, but not before it's been pretty heavy through the morning across eastern parts of England. And you see the area of low pressure here, well that's just going to bring disturbed conditions I think with showers across the Midlands, northern England and southern England, but becoming much brighter and drier out towards the west. For much of Scotland, for western Wales, for southwest England, that's where we'll see dry weather as well as for eastern parts of Ireland. And then as we head in towards Thursday, well, we find this little ridge of high pressure building in across the west. I think for more eastern areas we've got some scattered showers, but there is this rain that's going to be affecting Western Ireland and Western Scotland. Windy conditions here, but you'll notice how much of Scotland, Wales, southwest England and northern England all tend to stay on the drier side. And in fact, as we head in towards Thursday looks like being a dry and fine day again with more sunshine to come. I think some rain for Western Ireland and Western Scotland, but for the vast majority of us it looks as if it should be staying dry. And then through Friday, only limited amounts of rain coming into Ireland and Western Scotland as we head into Friday. I think for the majority of the country, again, it looks like it will be staying dry with some sunny spells. Perhaps some low cloud just heading up the Irish Sea, but you can see how much dry weather there is around. Now, let me try and show you this chart. This is the total rainfall chart as forecast for the next week. And it takes us up to midnight on the 17th of August. And it's interesting just to note where the focus of the rain is. These yellow colours indicating 20 plus millimetres of rain. And you'll notice how it's across much of England and Wales. This is the rainfall that's falling next Wednesday. But look, you see how dry Scotland and Eastern Ireland is, and also northern parts of England. Here we've got rainfall nearer the 5 to 10 millimetre mark. So you can see that this dry weather is certainly focused out to the west. Limited amounts of rainfall across Europe as well. Really, it's over in the east of Europe that we've got the heaviest rain, with 70 plus millimetres of rain over some parts of western Russia. But for the majority of places, there is very little rainfall during the week ahead. Now, what happens after? Well, this is the ensemble model sees things just at the moment. We've got to give it just a moment just to load up, because the charts have only just arrived. So there we go. This is the 16th. There's the area of low pressure out to the west, look, but you can see our little ridge of high pressure that's building in across the south of the country here, and it's this that's going to be keeping many areas dry. Now, that period of fine weather does seem as if it's going to be continuing, and this is my spell of fine weather, I think, that I was predicting for the second half of August. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, but it looks as if it does continue into next weekend and probably into the beginning of the week after. I think then we may well find that there'll be some showers moving eastwards, but I think for most of the south of the country, for the southern half of England, southern Wales, it should be staying dry until around the 21st or 22nd. But then there are hints that the jet stream just becomes more established across northern parts of the country then, and it may be that from time to time we find some outbreaks of rain affecting the south. But it does look as if we could be on for this dry weather coming in during the last half of the month. However, it's a caveat that I've been putting in right the way through. Don't rely on this being completely dry across the whole of the south of the country. It's not going to be. There will be outbreaks of rain at times. Most of the rain, admittedly, is going to be through Scotland and Ireland. Down to the south, it's just better, drier weather and fairly breezy. Now, some hints from the ensemble, that little dip here, hinting at a trough moving into the final week of August. that could potentially take us to some more unsettled conditions during the last 5 or 6 days of the month. And at the moment, that looks a pretty reasonable expectation to me, that we probably could get away with a period of perhaps 6 or 7 days of fair weather coming up after we get rid of the more unsettled conditions in the middle of next week. That would take us through till about the 25th, and then from then on in, it could be that we have a more unsettled final week of the month. That's where my thoughts are going at the moment. Of course, we'll see what happens in the coming days. But for now, thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.